Hey guys, it's Adish here and welcome to very first Python video tutorial by Learn Things. In this video, we will be installing Visual Studio Code, which is a Python code editor where we write our Python program. And then we'll be installing Anaconda, which is used to manage Python environments. Anaconda is used to when you have different projects and you may have same Python package but multiple versions of that package in different used in different projects. So to manage such projects, different projects at the same time, you need to create different environments, and it becomes a lot easier with Anaconda. So we'll learn more about Anaconda later as we install more libraries and explore more libraries, Python libraries. And after so in this video, after installing Visual Studio Code and Anaconda, we will write our very first Python program, which is Hello World program. So when you start learning any programming language, the very first program you write is the Hello World program, which is basically displaying Hello World on the screen. The goal of writing this program is to check if everything is set up properly and if everything runs correctly, and you have successfully written your very first program in that language. So yeah, that's the goal of this video. Let's get started by installing Visual Studio Code. You can find the link of downloading VS Code in the description below. Go to that link, download the appropriate version of VS Code, uh, anyone, like the one you're using, the operating system you're using, just download that and install it. It would be straightforward to install your VS Code. After that, follow the second link in the description, which is about installing Anaconda, downloading Anaconda. You will have the default download button depending on your operating system. For me, it shows Apple. But don't download from here. I would say go to get additional installers and go here. If you are on Windows, there is only one option. If you are on Mac, there are four options. Uh, we don't need the graphical installer. We just want the command line installer. So install 64-bit command line installer or the M1 option if you are on M1 or M2 Mac. And then for Linux, the first one is, I guess, what you want, depending on what OS you have. But most of you who are watching this video would need to download this one. And then go to the third link. You will find installing instructions here for Anaconda, installing on Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. It's pretty straightforward. For now, let's just go to instructions for Linux. We have downloaded the installer already, right? And then we just have to, third step is optional, I guess. If you have downloaded properly, you don't need to do that. And for installing, you just need to use bash to run your sh file that you have downloaded and say yes whenever they ask for permissions or anything, and then run conda init. And yeah, that should be it. I will go through how to set up a Anaconda environment and run our program. We will go through that. So, assuming you have downloaded and installed VS Code, if you have not done so, pause the video here, download Anaconda, VS Code, install both of them, come back to this video. Okay, so now we have downloaded both of these things. Let's open VS Code, go to File, Open Folder. Let's create a video. Let's create a folder for our Python course. Let's name it Python tutorials. Create, open. Okay. For VS Code, I would suggest you to install some extensions. That's the best thing about VS Code. It has so many extensions. For Python, I would recommend you to install the official Python extension from Microsoft. Install that. Then there is something called a pylint. Search for pylint, install pylint, and then another fun thing is actually VS Code icons. I use that, so it VS Code icons. It gives you, like, it shows, instead of showing file system like this, We with VS Code icons, we basically have fancy icons. It's optional. Yeah. Python and Pylint, I would say it's recommended. VS Code icons, if you want to install, you can. Okay. So after that, what you need to do is open your terminal, and to do that, press Control and tilde, which is below the escape button on your keyboard. If you press that, it'll open your default terminal. Over there, if you've already done Conda in it, you will be able to create Conda environment. So just do Conda. We didn't want to activate it. We were first want to create a Conda environment. So let's create Conda and let's name it Python tutorials. Let's install Python 3.9, which is the latest at the time of creating this video. So, okay. It will ask for permissions to install everything. Just press Y and press enter to allow it. Meanwhile, we can just create a new file from here. Create a new file, just name it hello underscore world.py. So .py is the extension for Python files. That's what we want to name our file. That's very important. Okay, this environment has been created here, and Anaconda has given us some instructions here. To activate this environment, we need to use Conda activate Python tutorials. To deactivate, Conda deactivate. So let's first activate the environment. Conda activate Python tutorials. Yep, it's activated. You can run, I mean, this thing. I have different shell. That's why I have which I know I can see which environment is activated. It's something called as ZSH and oh-my-zh. ZSH. You can install that if you want. Anyway, so you can run which Python to check if your Python version is appropriate. So the main thing to check here is if it says Anaconda 3 inside that envs and then the environment name, which is Python tutorials, and then bin/python. So this is the path it should show. The path before Anaconda 3 doesn't matter. That's basically where your Anaconda is installed, or where it is the path it is using to put the environments. So yeah, we are using the right Python. And let's write our first program, which is hello world program. So we just want to print hello world. So write print, and inside the parentheses put double quotes, and inside the double quotes just write whatever text you want to print on the screen. For us, we just want to see hello world. Save the file and go back to the terminal. Write Python file name, which is hello underscore world.py. Press enter, and you should be able to see the text hello world here. You can change this text to anything just to see if it is working properly. It's not it just to see if it is not printing hello world by default. So yeah, let's say hello guys, welcome to Learn Things. Save the file. You can see the dot here is gone now. If we make changes, there is a dot, and if we save it, the dot is gone. And then just run the file again, Python world.py. Press enter, and you can see the text here has changed to hello guys, welcome to Learn Things. Yep, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. And in this video, we have currently installed VS Code, we have installed Anaconda 3, and we have created new Conda environment for Python tutorials. And then we wrote our very first Python program and ran it using our Python in the Anaconda environment. So see you guys in the next video. Subscribe to my channel and like this video if you enjoyed it and learned something. And in the coming videos, we'll go through learning about variables, creating variables, then working with variables, control sequences, loops, and other things, object-oriented programming with Python, then installing libraries and working with different libraries in Python. So stay tuned and keep watching this, keep following this tutorial. Thank you.